Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Forever Skies. In between episodes, I did a bit of traveling and you can hear some noises going on in the background. I will explain it has something to do with that. Anyway, so we went from the garden tower, I did this little wind tower, and now I'm at a little radio tower that I've cleared out, and there's a massive creature in front of us. Let's go and have a look at it. There it is, and it seems to be circling a little platform that is not on the map, and that's cool because we are heading in that direction. Yeah, it's swimming around. Anyway, let's have a look at what we've got. I did a little bit of collecting, so we have some metal. Not a huge amount, but we've got some. Found a little bit more helium and some more copper, so we're okay. We're doing good. But now, before I expand my airship anymore, I'm going to need some more stuff. In the previous towers, I did manage to find some more building stuff that I can unlock, including a ladder room. I don't really want to use the ladders because you have to hit E to go up and down them. It's a bit of a pain, but they could get us started on a different level. We also got window walls and glass floors. Not important for right now, but they will be, and I will be doing all of that research. We've also got the insect lure, the advanced insect lure, which I'm going to research. But today we are heading to that exclamation mark over there. And as you can see, there is a barrier in front of us. A very large barrier that we're going to need to sort out. And that lift location has quite a lot of stuff, so there's a lot to do. Let's get stuck in. I'm going to start by lowering the lure. I need to get another metal collector head. So I will come in here and craft one of them, and then we can carry on collecting. I need to clear this box out and just put those in. Now, I have food, I have water. There is no issue with that. I'll just raise this up, and we got some rotten food. Not ideal, but what the heck. So we are getting a nice little collection of rotten food. We're going to need more biomass. Yep, but now it's time to fly. I see the sun is coming up. So let's head over to that location. Now I'm flying over the radio tower that I was in, and I see some copper over there that we can grab on the way, and we'll just hope that this massive creature doesn't get too... Oh my gosh, look at that. That's really big. So there's two of them. Well, that's fun. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to land at that, but it does look like there's something on that platform. So we are going to head down there and take a chance. Kind of thinking I need to save the game right now. No, I'm joking, we don't need to. So I'll just grab this copper. Alright, that's cool. Done. I'll raise the lure. Alright, where is that creature? Has it moved on? Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it was kind of directing us to this platform. It's not on the map anymore, so we're going to go down and grab whatever is there. Yeah, these unmarked platforms are a new development. Alright, I landed a little bit hard. I got a little red flash. Alright, so what have we got in here? Ooh, that is a Gargantua Losito egg. Or the shell. Oh, metal. I see another platform a little bit further on, so we'll stop at that one as well. And get what we can at this location. Alright, that's it for here. Now, those eggshells can be used as decorations, but they can also be sold, or as I remember. Yeah, it's very misty, low down. And once again, along the way, there is some more copper. And that looks to be it. Cool. And I'm flat again. So this platform looks very similar to the last one that we passed. I'm still only running on one engine, so I'm going a little bit slowly, but honestly I don't have space for it because of my plans. And I don't know if there's anything on this platform. Maybe another egg? Alright, and we're down. Let's go and have a look at this one. It's another egg. Okay, good. We'll grab that. And anything else? And we'll just have a look around while we're here. Right, let's move on. Now, sometimes those gargantuan creatures actually knock down a building that you can get into, but I don't see that that one did it here. So we're going to move on. I do want to just swing past these buildings and grab a bit of metal, because metal isn't as easy to get in some of the other biomes. There are other materials that you can find floating around. Okay, so metal, and some more metal. So that is sorted. There's a dust moth that I can whack into the cooker, and then we are moving on. So our location is in that direction, so we'll get some height and we'll head over there. We need to get through this barrier, and we've just been told there's a new database entry, the wall. And with our 3 turbines, our maximum height is 290. And as you can see on the map, wait a minute, where's, oh, the exclamation mark is in front of us. There's a couple of question mark towers, so we should find new tech in those ones. But right now, to get through this wall, we will need to clear, and these are the places that you need to clear. So I'm going to get pretty close, because I think this is where you need to use your extractor. So let's stop over here. Yep, they're out of range. I need to get closer. I think that might be close enough. Requires module organic extraction. So maybe we need to scan this first. And there we go. There is a module available for research. And there it is. We have everything that we need for it, so I'm going to do that. And now that that is researched, and now we have to figure out where to make it, and I think it's in the suit printer. There you go. Organic extraction, extractor module. Alright, so we can grab that. And if we go into our inventory, it is automatically placed right there. Let's extract these things. And we do get 15 biomass from each of them, so we're good on biomass again. And once they're all taken down, we have a nice opening that we can fly through. So let's go. And we're going, basically, I think we're going into a new biome. No, we're not. We need to actually get through the barrier wall. There was a glimpse of it in a previous episode. But what we need to do now is head to... Well, once we get through the wall, it will update us. But we've got quite a long trip, and it looks like there are places that we can go on the way. Question mark places.
Detected.
Right, where's this colossal life form? Is up there somewhere. And always collect what we can. Okay, it looks like I've got all of that copper. There's another piece over there. And the sun is out again. This is really a beautiful game. Alright, well, there's a bit more copper. And we can land. Now, this one is a bit tricky. I want to make sure that I don't block any of the routes off the platform. I'm going to sort of hang over the side. Our ship is pretty long now, so... Oh dear. Our engines are depleted. Alright, I need to make some more fuel. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use up some of the fuel that I've collected. Oh, that's not going to help. Helium fuel 1. I honestly thought I'd picked up some biofuel. Some biomass fuel. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. No idea why I put it there. But I can empty things out a little on this side. Biomass fuel in. Right, and we are down. This is safe. Yep, these are all open. This is a desolate turbine. Alright, well there's nothing to scan here, so it's just a gathering area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to gather everything I can find on this platform. And it does look like there's some helium here, so definitely worth the stop. Oh, there is a... can I get it from up top? There, I've got it. And we have a bit more honey now. And helium, and more helium, and even more helium. And there's a box with nice goodies in it. And let me just go out here and collect all of this copper before I go into the house. Right, that's that. And then, yeah, we're just going to go in here. I'll grab all the glass, any metal that is available. And there will be circuit boards as well. And more helium fuel. Research parts, advanced research parts. Good. It doesn't look like there's a heck of a lot here. Not even much metal. In fact, no metal. Yep, that is it in this building. And then I can charge up and go and get the battery. See if there's anything down over here. Nope. And get the battery. Good. That's great. I've picked up everything. Now you can see those new things floating around. That's organics. So we can start gathering organics. Also known as biomass. And there's a flying creature. Now they're coming from the front because there's no platforms at the back. Or on the side, I mean. Oh, man. Alright, off you go. And it just phases through the floor. Well, no damage. It's all good. Alright, nothing else to do here, so we lift off. And I see a question mark. Alright, well, there's a couple of structures in between us. That looks newish. But I am kind of keen on heading in that sort of direction. But I also want to get these question mark ones. But there is that. It's not showing as a new building, but I don't think we've been on one of these yet. And basically it's just a couple of cranes with a box on them. And we're down. So let's go and have a quick look. There's nothing on the platform, and I don't think we can remove the batteries. And maybe if there's a way, I don't know. Box, research parts, other bits and pieces lying around. And we found a bottle. More research parts and some biomass fuel. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. We've got some research parts. Oh wow, inventory's full. Well, I need water, so let me drink that, and then I can take that lure. That looks to be about it. Back to the ship, and we'll offload. Good, that's done, and then we can just go back out to the engine, because since I'm running the biomass fuel already, I might as well top that up. And we are done here, so back up into the sky we go. I'll do a little bit of a reverse maneuver. Alright, so I'm going to stop at another one of these desolate towers. I'm going to pick up whatever I can, and then I will see you when we're heading over to that radio tower, because that is a question mark. Okay, well, I'm on my way to the radio tower. We got an unknown landing pod. I think it's probably going to hit that building over there. Am I right? Yep. Alright, so we'll go there after we've stopped here, because this is an unknown location, like I said. Right, so let's pop ourselves down, and hopefully there's something nice to scan here. Alright, so we have a lower area that we can...
No unidentified objects were detected.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll grab whatever we can here. And there's something new up on this tower. It's a new kind of plant. And let's have a look. Yep, it has one of these. So I'll figure out what those are used for later on. But it does look like we have the opportunity now to make energy crystals. And I'll head down to the lower area. Ah, I heard a sound. Alright, there it is. So, this is a crust bead, everyone. They're easy enough to deal with. And I probably should have scanned it first, but I think once you picked it up, it's considered scanned, so I'm not too worried. And we have a computer. Half railing, short railings, another cockpit, alright. Alright, and we just have to find the entry into this area, which is very, very close to a beehive. Uncomfortably close, so I'm going to have to be quick. Alright, got that. Not too much damage done. And we'll just grab what we can find. Ah, another poster. Lots of electric elements here. Right, just a quick final sweep. Oh, I nearly missed that. The abacus. I think now I'm done in here. Just need to recheck this little building. I see there's glass and stuff that I can take. So I will, and I'll grab the metals as well. And I don't see anything else hidden in here. Nope, nothing else I can take. Cool. And then we just need to offload. Yeah, I would have liked to have kept this to analyze the crust speed, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen right now, because the machine that we need to analyze this is still quite far away. Right, and then the poster for now can go up there. The abacus, I don't know, I'll just stick it on top of this box for now. I did find a car at the previous tower, so we're gathering decorations. And then I'm going to put the crust bead on for cooking. And we're done here. Right, and we are at the crash landing pod. Doesn't look like there's a data pad this time, but there is a tablet. And basically all of these ones in the crash landing pods are notes to tell us what's going on the spaceship. But the most important part here are all of these goodies. And we found some epoxy. Oh, that's nice, because that, well, I don't see very much. But the fact that we have it, will put it into our suit printer, and it's there, but we need plant resin. Now, the next major location that we need to go to will give us that plant resin, hopefully. And there's the energy crystal from that luciferin fruit that we found earlier. Alright, I'm going to need to get some rest. So let me go for a nap. And there we go. Personal battery is fully charged. And there is a boiled crust bead. Let's see what it gives us. 30 food, which is about exactly what we need right now. So let's eat that. So I'm just going to carry on stopping at towers along the way. Oh, this tower's fun. Look at that. Bees, crust bead. Alright, well. Gotcha. And I'm going to have to jump for this one. There we go. Alright, got all of that. Battery out. Right, and I'm back on the ship. Offload. Oh, yes. Those little square things over there, they denote murals. And I see one right there. Yeah, I forgot about those. But we have to scan like 12 of them or something. Or 20. I can't remember. Cool, we'll get to them now that I've reminded myself what they are. And there's the mural. I hope I'm close enough. It looks like I am. Up, still up. Now, I'm pretty sure that the fact that they put that creature there, they want me to go in that direction. But honestly, I'm not that keen. Damn, fuel depleted. I really want to go and get that question mark. Alright, so while I make myself some synthetic fuel, I'm going to use up the helium fuel that I found. And that building with the ring on it, that is our destination. And there's a whole lot of other stuff I can come and do over here as well. And I will probably come back and whip through these places in between episodes. And go and empty out our metals. So this can carry on. Ooh, good, we're full. Oh, big creature. Hello, big creature. We have reached a new location.
Analysis started.
So,
Analysis detected new objects requiring scanning.
well, that's always good. Discoveries to find on the temporary camp. Let's see. Over here, just the wrecked soft cushion. Alright, well, I know where that is. We'll just run across this bridge. There's not a lot to gather around here. But we will get what we can. And there's the wrecked soft cushion. Pretty easy one to find. Do you remember the forests? Yeah, there really is very little at this location. Maybe I'll find better stuff over on this side.
Caution. A storm is coming.
Oh, fantastic. A storm is coming. Alright, well, let's clear this top section first before it gets too bad. Yeah, I'm going to get into my hidey hole and close the doors. That'll block the sound out. Yep, it's entirely possible that I'm going to need to get some more storage because I've actually collected quite a lot of helium now. That's really good. I should have enough to get another hanging cabinet. And I've just noticed that we actually, by finding epoxy, we also unlocked the large bottle. I'm going to research that. Absolutely. Now that it's researched, we see that we actually need more epoxy to be able to make one. That will happen soon. We can also research the soft cushion. That's not for us, it's for something a little later. In fact, very soon. But it looks like the storm has stopped, I think. Cool, I can carry on in this area. And of course, not to forget all of these goodies. Not much here, really not much. Right, battery has been removed. We have pretty much everything, I think. I can't find anything else. But what I've done is I've separated out copper, glass and helium into this new container so that I have more space for metals and synthetics over here. And I think I'll leave the silicon here for now, unless it becomes a problem. And finally, our next stop. Oh, a flying creature. Oh, that is so annoying when you can't kind of lock onto it with your extractor. I don't know if it caused any damage. Let's have a look. No, it wasn't on for long enough. Just had to turn the torch off. Okay, so we're at maximum height for the turbines that we have now, and we're going to head over to this location. Well, we're not going to do that without fuel though, so chuck that in. And we are landing. Now, this is a massive area and a lot of new objects to scan here. The unstable construction, yep, nothing else we can do over here. But now, I could use some water, I could use some food. I have some repair patches, so we should be good. I'm going to go up first. There's a lot of stuff to collect in this upper level before we even get the lift. And collect whatever I can. But the reason for coming up here is to get to the other side, because there's something super important over there. Alright, now you're going to have to do a little bit of parkour here, but you've got to watch out. That little thing sticking out of the wall. If you're trying to stick to the wall, you're going to hit that, it's going to knock you off. And there's some weird thing hanging around. Anyway, jump across, jump onto the stairs. There's a way to go up. We're not going there yet. Clear things out, pick up whatever we can. And then, this is big. We finally have the deck extractor, and it is so much better than the hand extractor. I mean, you can't carry it with you, but for collecting resources from your airship, it is hugely better. And lots of goodies here. And there's another box over there. I can get that by jumping down. Oh, there's more epoxy. That means I can make myself a big bottle. But I'm just going to do a quick run around over here. Make sure that my Extractor is fully charged. There's lots of metal around here. Oh, I forgot about this one. Alright, we go get that. And that one is done. I don't think there were any more. Just the 3, right? So I'm going to be making a few trips in here. The important part is we need to get up to the top. Oh, actually we don't need to because we can scan it from here. And that will unlock Noah's keycard. We can scan this computer. It's just an expedition computer, nothing crazy. But we can climb up and go and get rid of the battery. And there it is. Absolutely need it. And when we do come back with a keycard, we're going to have to hop down over here and then insert the keycard. But I'm happily going to collect as much metal from here as I can. There is a lot of it. And I'm going to head back to the ship because I'd like to do a little bit of preparation. So just jumping into the suit printer, large bottle, I can make. So that's made. But more importantly, we'll hop in the research station and get the deck extractor. I don't have energy crystals. But can I make energy crystals? Maybe not yet. Oh, I can. But only one. Oh, I can make crystal batteries as well. Those will come in handy. Okay, but at least the research is now done for the deck extractor. Into the device fabricator we go. And there it is. And we do need epoxy and energy crystals to be able to build it. We are going to find some of that in here. More importantly, we need to go into the suit printer and find Noah's keycard. There it is. And we have all the parts we need to make it. Now, I do need some sleep before I head in, so I'm going to grab a quick nap. Okay, I have Noah's keycard, I have a big bottle. Well, the big bottle's not crazy important right now, but will become pretty important. My scanner is fully charged, my torch is almost fully charged. I'm going to be making a few trips up and down in this elevator. So the first thing we need to do is get up to that console, and drop in the hole, and insert the keycard. And then we can come and read the message. Lab under the dust. And we can now enter the lift. This Underdust lab area is pretty big, so we'll take some time with it. And we are entering ground level.
New environment detected.
Alright, now down here you have an oxygen tank. You remember, we have a small oxygen tank and we're going to need to use that.
Warning, entering into toxic zone.
Things like this are very important. We can grab that. We're going to need to pull out our knife, do this, and we will find lots and lots of goodies down here. And you're going to just have to kind of go everywhere, hop over whatever you can, collect everything. And we've finally found some crossbow bolts. We don't really have a major use for them, but all the time just keeping an eye on your oxygen level.
Oxygen level is low.
And we've picked up a few bottles, more energy crystals. Alright, so that little corner is done, and we just break out. Wait, there's another piece somewhere. Oh yeah, it's got to be done from the other side. Alright, let's go and top up our oxygen. Alright, but I'm going to make a runner now for the big stuff.
Toxic zone.
We are going up here. We're going to follow this ladder. There's a tablet we can read. Too busy. We are limited on oxygen, so I want to get this area done pretty quickly. Man, it's messing me around. There are resources over here, and maybe what I'll do is just pop down for another breath. So I know that there's, well, I think that there's epoxy here somewhere. Huh, there was in the old days. Yep, I could be in a bit of trouble here.
The immune system has done.
Alright, I need to get to the oxygen quickly. Just took a beating from those bees, but they did give me a lot of honey. Alright, we're back out. Now I'm going to go where I was going to go. We are going to the lab. Alright, up the ladder, through the hole that we made. There's something to collect. Shouldn't be stopping. We can... I'll grab that crystal battery. And we are going to wind our way all the way up to the top. I could stop here for air, but I don't want to waste the battery for no reason. Because we can get all the way up in one breath. And then crouch through here. There's another crystal battery and we can pop it in here and take a breath. Cool. Now, things to scan. This was the machine at the starting location that we couldn't scan because it had been damaged. And this is the virus sample analyzer, which is super important. But it's... yeah, can't scan that. Grab the first aid kit. Okay, good. We are safe here and comfortable. We didn't scan that, but it's an oxygen refill station. We go to studies, underdust variants. Okay, so we've got a wrecked repair tool, a wrecked upgrade station, medium oxygen bottle, wrecked storage box, wrecked crossbow. I believe that these are... I'm not sure about the crossbow, but I know that all of the others are here. So there's a lot to collect in this area. So before I head back down, take a breath, and then parkour. Right, and then we'll start with the first one, which is in this little courtyard. And there it is. I could get it from the bottom, but I'm up here, so let's get that. And that's the upgrade station. And we need to get our knife out and chop this so that the ladder will drop, and then we can use it to get down. And there are a lot of crossbow bolts hanging around in this area. But there's a lot of stuff in general. Now, one of the more important items that we should be finding down here, although there's lots of good stuff, like really good stuff all over here. Look at that. I want the dust daisy things, and it doesn't look like any of the dust daisy flowers are open. Anyway, let's do this.
The immune system has dealt with viral infection.
Oh good, I found a bit more epoxy, and I need to get rid of this piece of metal. This will give me a short route back to the elevator so I can go and breathe. And then I'm just going to basically run around and collect what I can down here. Yeah, you kind of got to look everywhere. There are things all over the place. But yeah, there's the upgrade station that we scanned from above. I want to head up here, duck under this, go around, and through this door, and we will find something to scan. And that is the medium oxygen tank. It's very different these days. There's a lot of stuff here that... oh, I need to chop that. And then I can head out of this building. And then we do want to get into these tunnels. That's our next quest. But we can't because we're blocked by these things. So I'm going to scan it, and it's going to tell me to build the virus sample analyzer on the ship. So I'm going to head back up. Alright, there we are, back above the dust. Fantastic. Now I think building the virus sample analyzer is going to trigger some stuff downstairs. Because things like the dust daisies, they weren't opening. And we really need to grow those. So we'll head over to the research station, virus sample analyzer. That's researched. Head over to the fabricator and build it. Since we had all the stuff, we could build it. And I'm going to put it down over here. Now, I think this does need a crystal battery. Insert crystal battery. Yeah, it does. And then we can use it to analyze viruses. So, for example, if we were to... actually, I don't want this to go off, but darn it. Boiled crust peat, I don't think will work in there. So I'm going to eat that. But if I was to grab some honey out of here and go over to this machine, drop it in, analyze. So we're looking to isolate the meningitis virus. And that means we're looking for medium, negative, and neutral. We need to get rid of the rest. So in this case, getting rid of the small, we'll set it. Good. And then get rid of the large. Get rid of the positive. Oh dear. I walked myself into a corner there. Okay, I'm going to have to do that again. So, small. Positive. And then it just gets more complicated. I'll get rid of the large. Get rid of the uncharged. And that means we can get rid of the alkaline, and we have it. Virus sample extracted. And that has unlocked new research. And the one that we want is the hypothermia booster. That is that one, and that needs one meningitis. So we're going to have to do another meningitis. I'll grab some more honey. I think it needs another meningitis. I hope it does. So we'll throw another one in, and now that we've analyzed it before, we don't have to reanalyze it. It's just going to make that virus or isolate it. So in the suit printer, this new medical tab is pitched up. we need 1 meningitis, and we can make the hypothermia booster. And there you go. It's made. Perfect. Now we can get past those plants, because those plants that we were unable to get past to get into the tunnels, they react to body heat. So if you give yourself hypothermia, you're cold, they don't see you. But that is something we're going to tackle in the next episode. In the meantime, I'm going to sort myself out with a little more meningitis. And there are various other creatures and plants that you can pop in there and scan. In fact, you can do dirty water as well. So let's do that quickly and get rid of the neutral, and this should isolate the pyrexia virus. Awesome. So when we pick that up, endurance booster, mobility booster, and capsaicin. And we just have to research them and we'll be able to do them. There they are. But there you go, that's where I'm going to leave this one. We have reached the lift location. We will continue with this location in the next episode. There are a couple of spots around here that have been highlighted on our map. These strange tree-like things, and right in front of us, yes, this will be interesting. That building over there, it's currently being circled by a colossal creature, and you can see that it has a strange little disc on it. Now when that collapses, that disc is going to be level for us to land on, and we'll find some goodies in there. But yeah, we'll get to that next time. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts. And let me know if this has helped you at all. I know I didn't do any building in this episode. There isn't really much that I can do until I get a few more unlocks. Because the stuff that we have access to in the shipbuilder is not really what I'm looking for yet. I want the stairs, I want the 3-wide cockpits, especially the 2 level 3-wide, the Bloom series. So we'll be waiting for that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!